Morning folk, another quick video. I thought I explained this the other day, but we've had an inquiry overnight asking if I ever use a diamond plate to flatten my stones. No, I don't, because I can do it a simple way. And this is what I found out to be quite simple. Oh dear. Right, this stone I bought 10 or 15 years ago. It was up and down dale, and I've gradually flattened it. And I noticed yesterday it was peppered with little tiny bits of steel off this irons that I've cleaned up on it. And I thought, oh, I've got to get them out. So this morning, before we did the video, because Sarah was in home, I got a piece of sandpaper. This is 120. I placed it on this flat piece of metal for grinding. And incidentally, I've learnt over the years to keep this in good condition out in the open. I used to spray oil and paraffin all over it and cover it up, and every time I took it off it was rusty. I've now spread it with Vaseline, a thin coat of Vaseline, and it hasn't rusted since, which I wanted to tell Jim about. I cover it, a piece of this, and put weights on it. Also, the Vaseline, although there's hardly any there, you can't feel it, it holds the sandpaper in place. I'm just going to show you what I did. I did it in about 4 or 5 minutes this morning. You can see there's no steel in that now. It's perfectly free of debris. Put it on there. Put my finger on this corner till the sandpaper gets a grip. Normally it gets I suppose I ought to put a little bit of Vaseline on there and on the end of there to bed it even better, but it does work. And a few minutes ago when I was doing it, after I'd done it a few times, the sandpaper, I could put quite a bit of down pressure on it, going up and down. And like I say, I think it took about 4 minutes. And that's perfectly flat. And if you do that on a regular basis, no need to do diamonds, this, that and the other. Everything's flat. It even wears this down, of course, keeping that nice and level there. Right, now over to the anvil, my dear. This is for Jim in Kent. Jim asked some time ago, does anybody know how to protect an anvil out in the open? Well, again, I used to try all manner of things. I covered it up with trays and this, that and the other. But what I do now is I use Vaseline just on the surface. And out in the open, whether you use it or whether you don't, that thin coat of Vaseline will last perhaps 6 or 8 weeks. Then you just apply another rub over with Vaseline. And if you do get little bits of rust in the meantime, but I don't, you can true that up with sandpaper or a wheel, grinding wheel on its flat solid, and you don't have to worry about it. This has stood out for years. Of course, it's rusted all over. It was a monumental mason's. He had it in the open all his lifetime. But this bit does rust, so I just coating of Vaseline. Perfect. Hope that